What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. So in this one I'll be hopefully working on some cars. I got a Tundra here from 2010, Naomi's dad's truck. Needs some help. Has a stuck caliper in the back. Well, I assume a stuck caliper. I don't know what's going on this side. I still have yet to take this side apart, but I ordered for the other side a caliper and a hose, and I ordered rear brakes. Use metal on metal over there. I'll show you guys. Nice truck. Windshield smashed. So we're gonna work on doing that, getting that repaired for him. And see, I got slide pins all over the ground here. So he kind of went through the pad, if you will, and sent the pad up through. I got the pad over there somewhere, but he was metal on metal for a while, and he sent the pad through the backing plate over here. Kind of blew the backing plate apart. I bent it back. I think we're gonna be all right, hopefully. But yeah, I think we'll just have to put some rear brakes on it, and we'll see how it goes from there. That's a serious thing there. When it starts grinding, guys, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. That's it. Do your brakes. So I got the garage a little bit cleaned out. Obviously we got the fig trees in here, but we got some of the furniture out that's been sitting here for, I don't know, since we moved in. It's been there. So the floor is definitely wet here. I think it's seeping through the foundation on the outside. It's kind of got this block foundation all the way around the edge, and I think it's just sort of leaking. A little bit cracked up in the way back. I think that there's been an issue there for a while, and it looks like it's been patched, deteriorating a little bit. And you'll see back here, it's pretty bad actually. The water's been coming in since we moved in, and you know, I didn't know where it was coming, but I guess it's been sort of rotting in this area. You can see that the sill plate is gone, obviously, so that's an entrance for water, animals, all sorts of things like that. So we're supposed to get some rain, so I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do about this. I'm not really gonna fix it properly right now, I don't think. I'm gonna wait till it's a little warmer, and I'll tear this apart. I mean, this isn't like, I just gotta wait for a time where there's gonna be no rain and I gotta be dedicated to fix it, because obviously they've made attempts to repair this wall before. It's been sort of scabbed over like this one here, but it's starting to crack. We're not getting too much movement, I don't think. I think it's just, you know, the blocks. That's just what happens with the blocks. I don't know. Maybe there's a foundation guy there that's like gonna tell me my house is falling down, but I don't think so. I think it's okay. And I wonder how much of this house is built on these blocks like this. I'm not a big fan of these blocks here. I was thinking it was all concrete, but I guess maybe not. So this section here is, you know, just on blocks. So I guess we're gonna try to reface this and clean it up a little bit. Like I said, I don't think we got movement. We just got a little bit of an ugly situation. So I have to replace the sill plate here, and some of these 2x. I'll probably have to take them all the way up. So obviously they're not sitting on anything right now, so it's not like we're gonna lose this whole wall or anything. There's not much weight on it. But yeah, just gotta little by little gut this whole garage because it's all moist in here and the water's been coming in, so we gotta reroute it. Let's see what we can do about directing the water elsewhere and getting it away from this here foundation, which is probably the issue. With all the walls moving and everything, is it's exposed to the elements. We got water penetrating the foundation, so I got to redirect this water on the outside as well. So that's something I got to work on. So I'm gonna see what we do tonight. Oh, and there's a hole, like a gaping hole in the ground too. That's also where water comes in. So I think I'm gonna try to plug that tonight and prepare for the rain this week, because I'm gonna get some rain this week. We'll see where else the water comes in and what else we got to plug. I have this hydro-locking cement that I'm going to use. I think the bucket of it's over here. Yeah, it's the Quikrete, I think. hydraulic water stop cement. So I used it before, and I used it in the corner over here, and it did a decent job actually. The water doesn't really leak in here anymore. I mean, it's still wet, and we still have all this crystallization and everything. The water's still trying to get in, but it did stop the leak. So I just gotta stop the majority of the moisture coming in. I'll fix it on the outside at a later date, but I do need to stop the moisture. So wherever I see wetness, I don't know, I'm gonna try to clean the concrete and try to seal it all up. We just gotta get rid of this leakage. So hopefully my battery doesn't die in the camera, but this is the bathroom. I had the electrical pretty much done, everything works, and I disconnected this so I could fix the studs here. I tried to level the wall. Here, and it's level and plumb now with my shims. I cut a bunch of shims and put them on there until when I put a level on the wall, it was perfectly flat. I actually made my own level. It was my dad's idea. I cut a Harbor Freight level down with a die grinder, and I was able to make a 5-foot level, and it would fit perfectly on the wall from wall section to section, like up, down. I could make the whole wall flat. So now the sheetrock will be on there nice and flat, and the vanity will butt up nice and flat, unlike the other one, which had a big bow to it. So that was one thing that I worked on. So let's cut to what I'm doing tonight. And right now I'm playing plumber, and I've got the torch out. I'm about to solder some PEX adapters onto the existing copper pipe so I can put my type A PEX. And I bought these thinking that, pretty sure it said cold expansion, and maybe I'm not calling it the right thing. I thought that was the right thing, but these are the crimp-on style. So I sanded one of those up, or two of them, and got them ready. And I was gonna put those on, and I was like, you know, these look kind of small. And I tried to fit it in there, and I was wrong. I bought the wrong things. So these are the right things. Luckily I had some in a Home Depot bag, but I was just trying to stock up. So I'm gonna have to pick up more of those proper shark bite adapters. That's why it's nice going to the store. You can make sure you get the proper thing that you need, and not some Chinese stuff that is probably not good anyway. I think these are the right size. They look bigger. I guess we'll see. Alright. And then all I gotta do is go up and come back down on this fitting. Make sure we're bottomed out. And get the trigger lock. Alright. I'm just holding down. So I'm not exactly proud of, you know, the one solder joint. The one side looks good. The other side looks not so good. But it's not leaking. So if it's not broken, I'm not gonna fix it. I could try to do it again and do it worse. I'm not a plumber, so that's why I'm doing PEX. Soldering, it's not that I can't do it. I've done it successfully, but for me it's awkward spaces, and the solder's dripping on my hand and burning me. You know, it's not my forte. I fix cars. I solder wires, not pipes. But I can do it, you know, with like a 50% success rate. Seems like, but you know, that's fine. And it's been, I think, a couple days now. At least one day. No, 2 days. And it isn't leaking. So, I don't know. I'd say that's pretty good. We succeeded. So I'm gonna go outside now, I think, and work on cars. So we're working on the Tundra. I'm kind of over here in the mud. It's been just downpouring. So bear with me. Try to get in here. I think I showed you guys the caliper, so I have all the parts to fix this. I do want to pull the other side apart and see what we're working with, so I think I'll do that first, and then I can evaluate whether or not we're going to do this job, because I could probably get this done tonight and put this thing back on tires, and then you know, drive it a little bit, just putz around in it. I gotta clean out the interior. It's pretty nasty. I think it's locked right now, but it's like all moldy in there. I don't know if it's due to the water from the windshield or what. So I'm gonna probably, I don't know if, I'm not gonna gut it, but I'm gonna take a lot of stuff out of there. All right, guys, so you know how it goes. Time flies. Do a lot of projects, don't film anything. It's just how it happens. But I do want to show you guys what I've been up to and update you before I wrap this video up. So all those projects I started have progressed. One of the big projects is in the basement here, where you can see my laser up here, and you can see we're touching. We got a few boards here that we're pretty much hitting all over my head here, and we're all pretty flat on there. And I do have an issue over here. I'll show you. But when I was looking upstairs to level the tub, I realized just how out of whack the floor was. And so I gutted the entire ceiling in the basement. And if you look at this line, you can see that this floor joist sort of comes down quite a bit, because that line is level. It's a self-leveling laser level. And you can see how far out of whack we are. Even in here, there's a faint laser line, you can see it. That's not good. And then once we get to the other side, it levels out. You can see, especially if I turn that off, it levels out. So essentially, we've got a bowed joist. So there's a couple reasons why it's bowed. A, it did drill a lot of holes in it, not so bad in this one. These, however, do have a lot of holes in it, and these are sagging a little bit too, I believe. But also, they're probably being pulled down because of this guy, and largely because of that. You know, boards with big knots in them are not very strong, and structurally, that board probably never should have been used. It's a, you know, it's a really bad looking board there. And then they cut a bunch of holes near it, and to top it off, we've got another knot there. Let's see, which he's starting to split. And then over here, if you go all the way over here, right off of the beam, I've got another split knot that is a decent way up the board there. You know, we're right in the beam over here. We got a steel beam construction, but right from the hallway, it slopes downwards. I'll try to show you guys that too. And it's this joist here. And I always wanted to fix it, but I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. I'm sure the house is fine, it's been here for a long time, but I found the problem, guys. Like, I'm happy that I tore this out and I found the problem. Sometimes you gotta expand the scope of your project way bigger than you thought, you know? You just never know what's gonna happen when you tear into an old house like this. So, what I've done here, you might have caught glimpses of this, but what I've been working on here is I've got a couple of bottle jacks with some T 2x4s and a 4x4 post that I put across most of the sagging joists that I can see. I may have one or two more here and there, but I also bought some of these jacks from Home Depot, and I set everything up. Everything is plumb and level and just pushing straight upwards. So every day I come down here and I pump these bottle jacks up, and then I turn these posts here 1/2 a turn with my big crescent wrench, and we slowly are gonna raise this floor back up. So I got my pretty giant crescent wrench here, and I just, you know, hook this up. I won't do it till later tonight because I just did it last night, but I crank this up, and when I do that, it's gonna raise the floor. And then once we get to a certain point where we're happy, I'm going to try to sister this joist here. I'm going to try to put a new 2x10 in there, and then we will sister it in, which basically means we'll use a little bit of construction adhesive and we'll screw it to this one. But I'm working on getting the plumbing and electrical out, which you guys just saw me do a few clips ago, do the plumbing, and I ripped it all out because of this. So step forward and a few steps back. You can see I got all this plumbing stuff all taken off now. And a huge mess down here. I got all kinds of sheetrock to get rid of now. So what I did first was do this setup here, and then once I knew that the weight of the wall, or that the weight of the floor was not being held on this bathroom wall, then I took this wall down. I didn't know if there was anything on the wall when I was tearing the ceiling out. I saw the cracks, so I didn't know if the weight was bearing. But once I took the top section of sheetrock out, I saw that the 2x4s didn't even touch. You had one here and like one over here, and they have a gap like this. So he did not build a structural wall. So what I want to do is jack this up, sister a new joist in here, and then when I'm all said and done with that, might sister another one in over there too, based on how it looks. But then I'm going to build a new wall here that's a structural wall that will support off the concrete floor. I'll use the proper tapcons and stuff to go into the floor, and then I will have a structural wall down here that should hold this floor from sagging again, and then I can return to doing my bathroom. So sort of a sidetrack here, but a necessary thing because I want the house to be structurally strong and not have a big sagging cracked joist, you know, which may or may not be a problem. But right above this is a very heavy bathroom, or it was heavy in the past. I ripped a lot of stuff out of there. And right above that is the AC unit in the attic, so that thing's very heavy, and I think that's playing a role here too, bearing all this weight down on this cracked joist. And we got big heavy items above it. So anyway, that is what's going on in the basement. So we've burned a lot of wood this year. My dad's been helping us get wood, finding ash trees everywhere and splitting a lot of it for us, so I appreciate that. And yeah, it's been very helpful this year, and pretty much heated the house for, I mean, we did go through, you know, our dual tank of oil. We're down to a quarter tank, but like, you know, we used that for the hot water, and we used it for the first month of winter. We were using that, and then it was like, dang, this thing's going down fast. So then we started using the fireplace, and it's been good. I do like this stove. I wish maybe it was a little bigger, but it is very nice, and I put new fans in it, and they blow really nice. So I like this thing. Anyway, this is the hallway / bathroom where we had our little floor drop, and I set up a line here. You probably can't see very well, but if I put you down on the ground here, you can see right here I got it pinned down, and then it does, as we go, drop. So it drops where this molding is, and then as we get to the other side of the room, where the foundation is, it comes back up. And I confirmed that in the basement too. It does come back up, so I know it's not the foundation that sunk. It is the board that's bowed. So that's just something else I wanted to mention. But this is the nice tub that I got, and I set it in place, and I was like, whoa, this thing's out of whack. It was really out of whack. Not good at all. So depending on how high we are in the corner over there, I may need to trim that leg down in the back there. We'll see what happens. If I trim the leg, and then I can kind of cheat it in the front here, we'll see. After I'm done jacking the house up, we'll see what this thing looks like. But I'll have to shim this wall out a little bit. So hopefully my niche isn't too far out of square when I'm done jacking it up, because I built that custom niche. And I'm going to get screwed on that, I'm pretty sure. But oh well. We got to do it, guys. You got to do the right thing, which is to make the house structurally sound. So I should have done this a long time ago. I just didn't realize how bad of a problem it really was. So live and learn, I guess. But at least I didn't tape the ceiling, because maybe that would crack. I don't know. Everything's going to move a lot. It was down over an inch, so we got to go up by 1/8 of an inch. Oh yeah, the AC unit is, you can see the intake for the AC unit's there, and the whole unit is right up here, right over this area. So that's, you know, definitely heavy, and that's right here. So I think that's a big factor as well. Yeah, guys, that's that. So as some of you might know, I unfortunately have a pool. I did not want one, but I got it. So now I have to take care of this thing, and that involves running new lines, because Mr. Smart Guy here had all this PVC here, and PVC on top of the patio because the pool lines, the feed and return, at one point broke underground. So we decided that that's how he'd fix it. So, you know, not really the right method. So I got a guy coming to help me today, and we're gonna put in some new lines here, which I'm excited about. Doing this the right way. It is very thick, the concrete. I don't know if he knows that yet, so hopefully he's not like, oh boy, because it looks like it's 2 layers of thickness of concrete, so that's always fun. So yeah, and he's got all kinds of bricks in there, like when he tore down part of the house, he saved the wall and put that in the ground as fill. So it's very interesting. This guy's a special guy that had this house, I'll tell you right now. But we got a trench dug all the way to the pool house to run these lines, so hopefully this guy's able to knock this out with me today, based on us already having dug the trench and all the holes. And we just got to cut concrete, which is, you know, not necessarily an easy thing to do, but hopefully it's not too bad. And hook up these new lines. We'll see how he wants to do this. Yeah, hopefully I did a good enough job digging and goes smoothly. So the rest of our trench is looking pretty good on the exterior of the property. I'll show you guys that probably later. I got some more stuff that I'd like to do. So this is days later, weeks later, you know, hard to say, but the car show is today. We're headed to the CCSU car show. That's at New Britain Stadium, so it is today, so that should be pretty fun. I'm trying to get the car ready. It's the morning of course. You know, I was working yesterday on trying to get some grass seeded, and the pool stuff's all done. I should show you guys that maybe in a future pool video. This is the front here. Trying to get this whole section done, as well as an area down by the road over here. So that's by the wall down there. But this section right here is pretty much ready. I gotta just put some topsoil and regrade this area. There was a wire that was dug up. Enough house stuff though. I fixed the wire. Let's go back to the car. Gotta get the car ready. So I'm just gonna do a quick wash, and then I'm gonna go ahead and probably wax it just for the season. It's gonna hopefully make it look nice and shiny. It already looks so good, and it's all dusty. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up and just get it ready for the show. You know, nothing crazy, but as much detail as I can go into in like the couple hours that I have. Quick little vacuum, and I gotta get to work though, because I will run out of time. So I'll show you guys what she looks like, and hopefully take you guys to the car show for a few clips. Cap off this long-winded video here. I always think it's clean, and then I clean it, and I'm like, oof, it was dirty. So it looks good. Ready for the car show. So just waiting on everybody to get here. We got a little convoy showing up. We'll head there together. So looking good. I just gotta do some tire shine. I don't know if I'm gonna wait till I get there. That way I don't sling it all over the side of the car. So I might just take it with me. So yeah, she looks good. Cleans up nice. Do a burnout.
Do burnout while you park.
We made it, guys. Everybody's showing up. I like the license plate.
Oh, brother.
Where? Did you just ding his door?
No.
Too funny.
Just put little cuts
That's messed
in
up,
it.
bro.
So
I got the same blow-off valve.
They got welded where
That's
the
sick.
trunk's been
Got the
redone.
turbo screen on it. It's sick.
Is that a V6? It is V6.
Yeah, it is. 3 and 3.
Just like a first gen 300 ZX. It's just like the other one over there, but it's
Sweet,
older.
dude. This is a factory turbo unit.
Is it?
Or no, it's not.
There's no turbo.
There's no turbo. I just saw the that's a coolant. I thought that was intercooler pipe. That's coolant pipe, custom. That's cool. It's the stick, of course. That's sweet. Dude, Accord Squad, Seth. I think I've seen this one actually. Not with the tri-spokes though. That's sweet. Dang.
do like those.
Yeah. This one's clean too. Look at the curb feeler on there. That's sick. Clean wagon.
What are these things for?
I think those are like curb feelers, just so you know how far to park. Skeleton in there.
Free brake test for tailgating.
I think it sounds rowdy.
Unique.
Oh, it's almost an accident.
He was trying to walk away.
Well, that's it for this video, guys. The Accord's back in the garage, looking really clean. This wax I use is pretty bomb. Topaz from Ardex. I don't know, came out looking really nice. Although maybe it just needed a wax job. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and you can see the Corvette in the reflection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully I can start making some more regular videos again. I miss it, and it's warming up, so maybe we'll have some more cars to work on and fun stuff. I'm working on the lawn right now. I seeded a couple of areas, so I'll try to show you guys that pretty soon. Peace.